Again, this class is divided into three basic parts. The first is grammar and punctuation assignments. The second is reading journal entry assignments. And the third is essay assignments. Now, I wanted to go back and because I didn't say this or I didn't remind students of this in the previous video on RJ reading journal entries, and let you know or show you here that reading journal entries are, you turn in a rough draft and then you turn in a final draft. Okay. So when you turn the rough draft in, I will edit it. I will make comments. I will make suggestions. And then I'm expecting students obviously to act upon those suggestions. So rarely, but occasionally I'll have a student who will turn in a first draft that's just about perfect and they've included all three, the literary devices and the personal part of it and the basic parts of the story. They've got it all there, and it's complete, it's comprehensive, it's good, really good. And so once in a while I'll just say, look, copy and paste this onto the final draft, it looks great. But that's really rare. So again, you'll find that I'm going to give you guys a lot of input. I've spent a lot of time on these rough drafts. After you turn the final draft in, I'm not going to make nearly as many comments, and in some cases I won't make any. For students who don't act upon my suggestions, I don't make any comments because in my mind I've already made the suggestions and they've decided that they weren't valid or they disagreed. And so what's the point of me making any more comments on the final draft? But again, the final draft will be returned to you with very few comments on it. The rough draft, however, will have quite a few comments on it. Okay, so this third part is on essays. So I'm requiring students to write a memoir essay and a persuasive essay. So we have a memoir essay, and this first page is the directions, the information about the memoir essay. Be sure you read through that. And then there's a quiz. There's a quiz that follows that on the memoir essay. It's 22 points. You can have, this is quote open book, right? So you can have the information about the memoir essay open as you're taking the quiz. I'm just trying to encourage students to become familiar with the directions and with the requirements so that they ultimately do well. And then again, we have a rough draft and a final draft, and the same thing is true as it was stated with the reading journal entries. On the rough draft, I'll send it back to you, all kinds of input. I expect you guys to act upon that input and to sharpen your final draft before you submit it. And then with the final draft, I won't say, if anything, I won't say much. Just send it back with your score. Okay, and then I've got another page about the second essay, which is our persuasive essay. Again, make sure you read through this. Make sure that you watch the videos so that you're prepared to write a good persuasive essay. And also so that you're prepared to take the quiz and do well on it. There's what I call a textbook reading assignment. I don't want to go into the details of this, but you're going to have to click on this and you're going to have to read through this page. Basically, what I'm having you do is read some essays, and then you're going to choose which of those essays and with their prompts you're going to write about. Okay. You know what? Let me just click on it. Your next essay's prompt, and a prompt is a statement that focuses on a topic as followed by a question or question, will be taken from one of the 5 food and diet related essays that are found in your textbook. They say, I say. You don't have to have the textbook. All of the textbook pages that we use for this class are on a YouTube video where I just thumb through them and you can pause and read through it. So here are the 5 topics, or the 4 topics. Escape from the Western diet. Why don't convenience stores sell better food? Food as thought, resisting the moralization of eating, and don't blame the eater. So click here to read the essays by pausing the video at each page. Okay, so after you've read all 4 essays, send me a simple message informing me in 1 to 2 to 3 sentences which essay you liked best and why. Okay. All right. And then we have the persuasive essay rough draft and the final draft. Okay, that's about it.